let's talk about something else that I know you've experienced that is a challenge for all leaders when they move into a new environment. Whenever a leader takes over a new organization or group, it's natural. There's going to be culture change. And culture change takes time. It's not like, you pour it in the water, spin a spoon around for 5 seconds, and you've got change. It takes some time. So given your time at Emory, I'm sure the culture there has changed as you've led that research organization. How do you approach culture change? What's your strategy for thinking about culture change and then helping people make that change as comfortable as possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's an important question because it's something I've thought a lot about in my research of why university presidents last or they don't last. And the answer comes down to culture. When there's new leadership, and a concept of new leadership, even VP level, associate VP level, president level, one has to ask their question. One, do you understand the culture for which that you're going to? The answer is always no, unless you're part of it, right? So when you're from the outside coming in, understanding culture matters. When people recruit individuals from the outside, clearly they want something different than what they can't get from the inside. So people are asking you for culture change, but they're not asking you to be a bull in the china shop, right? Because there's remarkable pride of our institutions and our institutional cultures. So what they're asking us to do is walk a journey of change, but bring everyone with you. So a leader needs to come in and one, assess the culture and not automatically coming in with the thought, I'm going to change this culture. You also don't want to be complacent in the culture, right? Because culture changes with your presence. And so you have to be very thoughtful, very mindful about the way that you're going to lead, the way that you're going to engage, the way that you listen to individuals and appreciate their perspective, and create a sense of connection before you start altering the way they do business. And so coming into Emory, I'll just say from a large construct, what I noticed even during the interview process is that we had so many bells and whistles. And we have grown so much, so fast, that we are very vertical in the way that we carry out our business. I could see it from the outside. And so what the first cultural change that I needed to think about and begin progressing down the path of is how do I break down the silos of individual units across the university, not just my office, and I had silos within my office that wouldn't speak to other components of the office and share information or techniques of success. Yeah. So I had micro silos and macro silos, and it was really about how do we extend a hand of transparency and build a culture of trust, information sharing and listening and evolving as an institution, because ultimately everybody really wants the same thing. People want to be successful. People don't want you to take over their sets of responsibilities. People want barriers removed so that they can march forward in a very positive way. And if my role is to bring people together, share information, disarm, even the difficult conversations to move us forward, that's part of the shift of culture change. Because then there's a sense of credibility that is created along the way that then people rely on you and they confide in you, right? When do you know you've made it? I would say when partners that on items that one would think you would be antagonistic about call you and give you a heads up and want to try to work it out even before it goes to a broader audience. So then there's these undercurrents of these conversations of people wanting to help you and help them be more successful. And when we disarm each other in that way, the way that I described with Jack, how he engaged with me. Culture change starts with connection. And that's the process to get the work done. Because none of this work can be done in isolation.